Oh, what is going on, everybody? How are you doing? It is Thursday night. It is time for Wrestling Outlet. I am Boxman. I hope everyone is doing all right out there. I'm doing pretty good this week. Been a little hectic with the house. We actually had to back out of the house we were originally looking at and kind of get into a new one, but we think we got this one. Um, it's nice. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. I'll be out in the country, but I am now, so not a big change from me. So there you go. I'll be out in the country anyway, but I believe Smark. I can't remember. I think he might have said he might not be here this week, but anyway, I got Skype open. He knows he's always welcome. Call in if he is there. I don't remember him saying he was going to be out or not doing anything. So, anyway, maybe he did. I had a few drinks last week during the show. We know that. But I'll have a few tonight, too. But anyway, folks, that's not that big of a deal. We actually got a few things to get into. And, of course, AEW Dynamite and the end. My God, was that a horrible segment with Jericho and Omega and all. Oh my! That was just not good. But with all that devil talk being said, there's plenty to get into with that. We got a few things on that. We've got a few things about the WWE releases that happened a few months ago. We've got chicken wings to talk about, folks. That's right. More woo to talk about. More woo stuff. You'll see. You'll see. A horrible study that WrestleNomics did, and a few more things from there. So we've got plenty to get into. And I'll keep an eye on Messenger to see if possibly Smark is even showing up. Or I don't even think he's read my messages. How dare he not even read my messages? Good Lord, he hasn't even read my messages. I may need to get up and let that dog out. I think everyone's got either headphones or earbuds in. So give me a sec. If the door doesn't open, I'm going to get up. Give me 1 sec, folks. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and pause for you recording, but I'll be right back for you live. I'm sorry, folks. I'll be back in 1 sec. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. No, I don't think the internet is doing anything. I don't think it is, Steven. Is it fucking up tonight? It shouldn't be. I got all green on my side right now, and it's just me. So it should be okay for right now. Absolutely. But yeah, we're good to go. Right, I'm all there, man. Good to go. Rocking, rolling, all that kind of shit. So yeah, I just had to get up and let the dog out. That was it. But I guess I'll go ahead and get this rolling since I don't know if Smark's going to be here or not. Let's hope he gets here. I always prefer to do the show with Smark. So there you go. All right. Steven says sound and video looks good. So I will keep sounding and videoing. Sounds like a plan to me. I do need to buy this software, this camera software, so I can get this little watermark here to go away. I'll do that again soon. But in the meantime, folks, we were talking a little bit before about the devil and all that stuff in AEW, and it's actually been a pretty big thing people are talking about for a company that everyone seems to say has no storylines. They just put matches out there. There's nothing going on but just matches, no storylines. Well, this has been a big storyline, and it's getting a lot of talk throughout people. Who's it going to be? Some people think that it's Jungle Boy or Jack Perry, especially after last night with the windshield, the real glass being used at the end of AEW Dynamite there. Winter is coming. But there we go. There's the man. There's Smark. Folks, give me one sec. Let me get this camera thing fixed. Hold on a second. Perfect timing, Smark. Perfect timing. Give me one sec here. All right, I believe we're recording again. All right, perfect timing. Give me one sec. Let me get my camera off, which I just did. Let me shut it down. Let me put our camera up. And right now it's just you. I will fix that in just a second. Look at that. Fix my camera, folks. Hey, you should be able to see me in just a sec. There we go. Hi, everybody. I'm back. And Smark is here. How are you doing, my man? Are you in a tanning bed right now? Oh, you're breaking up a little bit. Let's give it a second here. We'll be okay in a minute, folks. I promise. Oh no, you're getting better. It's still green on my side, so we're getting this going here. Let me before we get rolling here, Smark, I'll share my screen. How are you tonight, sir?
Wow.
I'm all right. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I'm just getting this screen shared with you. There we go. And yeah, you do. You look like you're in a tanning bed tonight. Wow, I did not hear one word of that. Still, I don't know. You're like, it's like your mic is not connecting, and then it connects, then it doesn't.
All right, let's try that.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I didn't touch anything since last time, so I don't know why the camera's like that, but
I
we can
don't know, but
figure it out.
it's like you open the fucking door. It's like the scene in Ace Ventura when he's closing the door and opening the door, closing the door. Ah. Okay.
Hmm.
You open the door. Appreciate that. All right. Now, Smark, I was just about to get into first thing I was going to talk about. I was talking about the devil, the end of AEW last night where Hangman Page got put through a windshield, real glass.
Hmm.
And how this devil storyline has been pretty good for a company that people say it's got no storylines. I believe it does. So this has been a big one that's been talked about. And Smark, we love starting the show with a good Freddie Prinze Jr. story, do we not?
And of course.
Of course we do. So that's what we're gonna do, folks. Freddie Prinze Jr. has finally weighed in. This was a little early last week, but Freddie Prinze Jr. has weighed in on who he thinks the devil may be, folks. This may sound familiar. He was on his podcast, and he said that it is Adam Cole. Adam Cole, and he's been faking the ankle injury surgery recovery story. Good God. Ankle injury surgery recovery story.
The old ankle injury recovery surgery story.
You missed recovery. Well, no, you switched. See, you switched it. Okay.
Let me try that again. Ankle injury surgery recovery story.
Anyway, he's been faking the ankle shit the whole time. Isn't it convenient that his ankle got hurt right around the same time the devil character came to fruition? He continues, I see you, Adam Cole. I see you. I see through it. It's in his eyes. It's in his eyes. You can tell when you see him that there's something evil there, and he wants that title, and this is how he is going to get it. By God, Smark, I've heard this opinion somewhere.
But where?
I don't know. It just sounds so familiar, so right. Yes, folks. I actually, this is what I believe, and I'm sticking to that. I mean, they, I think that would be a stupid way to bring back Jack Perry, honestly. But really, at this point, whatever reveal, is it going to be amazing?
Probably not.
Unless it's fucking John Cena. That would
Well, I
be
mean, I
amazing.
haven't.
You haven't thought of that, have you?
No, I was just say I haven't given up hope on the whole reveal of it being Punk. But I mean, you're gonna have to get through some loopholes. There's gonna be some hoops that you got to jump through to make that happen. But you know, they'll
Well,
find a way.
well, they might all be on the same network soon, according to the old Meltzer. So we will definitely figure. You keep holding on hope for that Punk. That it's Punk. Um, I I still say it's fucking all of. I think Roderick Strong is so trying to push everyone to think it's MJF. He is a part of it, and he knows it's Adam Cole. Kingdom, I think, is a part of it. I mean, Wardlow definitely. I, there's a lot going on there, man. I think we've got but I think Adam Cole, and I wouldn't doubt if Kyle O'Reilly is back with them.
Could be, could be.
I wouldn't doubt it. I would not fucking doubt it. So that's what I see. I don't see it being Jack Perry. I think that'd be a dumb way to bring him back after what happened. The Real Glass, I think, is a nice little Easter egg tease, kind of, but I don't think it is. I mean, smart. What do you think? Do you think it? Do you think who's the devil? Devil.
Well, I don't think it's who because Jim Neinhardt isn't with us anymore.
Oh wow, Jesus Christ.
But no, I don't think that's him either. That'd be really something. I mean, I guess it's the right time of year for it, but I'm
Fuck.
just gonna stick with I'm gonna stick with Joe. I don't think they've necessarily done anything to eliminate the possibility of it being Joe, especially like you said, if there's multiple people behind it and he can be the one pulling the strings. Still, it's entirely possible.
No, I agree with. I don't know. That could be possible, but no one there looks like Joe.
No, but what we like we said before, this the idea of like him having henchmen or him being sort of the mastermind behind it, but not necessarily being the figurehead in front of the camera, that kind of thing.
Could be. That could definitely be, but I don't know. One of them, they had a picture of one that was tilting his head, kind of like Killshot used to do. Swerve.
Hmm.
That was weird.
I've heard that theory too, but I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me anyway, because he seems like a very direct, like what they've been doing with his character, of just him being a very direct person, him just like taking action and not really being the kind of sneak attack type.
True, but he's in this whole storyline with Hangman, and that just got wrapped into this storyline. It would make sense.
I mean, it's possible.
It is. I mean, look, there's a lot possible with this whole fucking storyline for Swerve to be involved, not the devil. I'm not saying Swerve's the devil. And then one of them looked like Keith Lee uh, with the mask on. But
Yes, it was weird that one of them was wearing a cloak.
yes, one had a cloak on. A cloak. You can't, can't,
Hmm.
you can't just say cloak. You have to say a cloak.
During the beatdown, one of them was yelling, "You've run afoul, young man."
This is not how you treat the people you are friends with.
Your trespasses will not be forgiven.
Ooh, did not mean to hurt you. I am sorry.
Hmm.
So, so anyway, that is what Freddie Prinze Jr. thinks. I'm with him. I'm totally with him for the exact reasons he's saying here. This is how he gets that fucking title. This is how he does it. Everyone thinks MJF's been playing him. He's been playing MJF the whole time. It's kind of got that Tarantino fucking shit to it, bro.
Hmm.
Got that Martin Scorsese twist. A little bit of that M. Night
Yeah.
Shyamalama ding dong thrown in there.
You just naming directors at this point. It's got a little bit of that Ron Howard charm.
Now, it doesn't have much Ron Howard to it.
Got a little bit of a Michael Bay fingerprint on it.
Oh, thank God, no.
That'd be kind of cool if like somebody just like got jumped and exploded.
Just shit blowing up all over the place. See, that would be a wrestling show I would like. Why?
Which I think that's well, I mean, we did have our truth explode that one time.
We did, and we I mean, AEW tried an explosion. It looked like sparklers were going off in each corner, but
Just once, I would like to see them just like do a callback to that at some point. Like it's like this show before the 4th of July, and somebody just has like a sparkler, and Eddie Kingston just jumps in front of him.
just dives on top to protect him from the
Mhm.
from the sparkles.
Somebody has like a birthday cake, and he just dives in front of it.
Why have we never had like a fucking wrestling show on like an HBO or where they can be completely just fucking whatever they want. I mean, I know Lucha Underground was pretty raw with it, but it could have been, no pun intended. But why hasn't one been on like HBO or Showtime or even Skinamax? I mean, I don't know,
Are you
man.
suggesting like a real sex wrestling company?
No, they actually there was one kind of like that. That
Well, yeah, it was XPW, but
XPW, so yeah, that was kind of like that. But I'm just saying they can. I mean, they can curse all they want. They can do sexual storylines. They can do shit that no other fucking company would do. Why?
an AEW crossover with Taxi Cab Confessions.
Oh, you're missing where I'm going here, man.
I mean, no, I'm trying to contribute in my own special way.
Special, special, exactly.
I mean, well, I mean, are you basically kind of? It sounds like you're sort of just suggesting that they bring back the Attitude Era in a sense, because you're saying you want them to be more like
They could do.
risky,
They could.
racy, controversial.
They could go way further than the Attitude Era, though. They were even censored back then.
I mean, it's an idea.
Listen, if anybody wins the lottery and gets bored, here's that idea. Give me a call. I got some ideas. We could do that.
You might be able to get in business with that guy that was running Rustlicious for a minute.
I think he's broke.
Yep.
I think he's broke. I think he's broke. So.
That poor man. He won the lottery, and
Mhm.
his instincts told him that the way that he could capitalize on his newly found windfall was a women's wrestling promotion,
Yeah.
and he went bankrupt. He was like the original simp.
Yeah, I don't even think that show had a like. Did you? Is there even an episode that you can watch?
There had there has to be a YouTube video for sure of like they had like an opening rap.
Oh, that's it though, right? Okay.
That's all I remember from it. There might have been more to it, but that's all I remember.
Maybe let's see. Stephen Butler says if Jack Perry is the devil, he has to declare war on everyone in AEW, heels and faces alike. Anything less than that would fall flat. He's got a point. He does have to come back. He's got to come back and be the bad guy. Listen, I'm the guy that got rid of fucking CM Punk. Ha 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 ha. Okay, Stephen Butler watched Wrestlers just back then. This is who watched it. Smart. We found him.
Mm-hmm.
We found the guy who watched it.
Heard it in front of a live Stephen Butler.
That guy owes you money, I believe, Mr. Butler. I think that guy owes you money. You'll get him. You'll get it one day. I wouldn't worry.
I hate to alarm you, but I think your time watching wrestlers just may have given you mesothelioma.
Oh, Jesus! You might get
Yeah.
diabetes.
Mhm.
That might give you diabetes.
R.I.P. to a real one, Wilford Brimley.
Hell yeah. Have you or a loved one had mesothelioma due to asbestos exposure? All right. That is my dogs barking. Folks, don't go check your dogs. It's my dogs. It's my dogs. So, anyway, that devil storyline, though, has been pretty good for AEW. It's been, like I said, been very well talked about and good stuff, man.
I mean, this is sort of a, I guess, open-ended question,
Uh-oh.
but like,
Uh-oh.
well, it kind of, if we're just talking about like AEW in general, it seems like the general consensus, to which I agree. I don't normally always agree with the general consensus of shit, but it seems like it's lost a bit of its luster. Not the storyline, but just AEW as a whole. Seems like it's missing something. But like the question then it always doubles back to what is it? And it doesn't seem like anybody can put their finger on that. Like it doesn't seem like it's as good as it used to be, or maybe as cool as it used to be, or however you want to look at it. It seems like like I said, like it's missing something, but what is it missing?
This is kind of the conversation me and you had last week in some ways on what are
Hmm.
some things they've been doing that could be changed. Um, okay, and there are some Restlicious episodes on the old YouTube. All right, check them out. Thank you, Stephen Butler, for checking that for us. Man, you're definitely right. They have lost something. First of all, I think Tony Khan has lost his mind in the past few months, it seems. I don't think he expected this Tony Khan thing to feel that way. I mean, this, but did I say CM Punk thing? Is that what I said? I did, right?
No,
Okay.
you said the Tony Khan thing. You said Tony Khan didn't expect the Tony
Right.
Khan thing to be that
I
way.
like I said it and I'm like something doesn't sound right there. I don't think Tony Khan expected the CM Punk thing to go the way it did. Obviously.
No.
Um some of us did. Some of us saw it going that way. I don't know, man. I almost think that a lot of that bad shit that was happening backstage, whether it was on Punk or not, I just think a lot of that shit sours people's fucking appeal of a company. Nobody wants to. How many times have we said this? How many months have we said that backstage shit doesn't do a company any fucking good? No one wants to watch a roster that's actually split. You want to watch these guys go out there and have the same goal: the betterment of the company, the betterment of the TV show that you are watching.
Mhm.
It AEW lost that for a while. You know what? It might take them a while to get that back. It really might. This tournament is helping. This Continental Classic tournament is helping a little bit, bringing back some actual wrestling to the show. But I don't know, man. It may take time, and you may. I mean, you're gonna lose listeners either way or viewers. But I just think a lot of the shit that happened soured. I don't think it's anything they can add or subtract or do different. They just need to stick with the direction they're going. No more backstage bullshit. Punk thing is over. Punk thing is over, right? It's just over. Everyone needs to stop asking about it. Stop bringing it up. Everyone's going to ask Tony right now, though, what do you think of Punk in WWE? So he's fucked.
Hmm.
He's fucked. But yeah, what the hell, man? I mean, I just really don't think there's one thing you can pinpoint and go, if they did this different, if they added this, if they took this away. But I mean, the only thing I would say is ban the bun. Ban the man
Yes.
bun.
And I think part of the problem with that was like you said, a lot of the drama, not even just with Punk, but there was just a period there where there was a lot of drama. Like Sammy was getting involved in a lot of drama, all that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it is like back in the day when you would hear about people getting into it with each other backstage, you'd hear about like infighting in the roster or whatever. They would run programs. They would
Yeah.
have feuds. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, even if they legitimately hate each other, they're willing to work with each other. And then, you're watching it and you don't know if something, might actually spark from that, or, you're compelled to watch it anyway. You're not getting that with AEW because you're having people like, okay, they don't like each other and they're not going to work with each other. So it's like you're not getting anything. You're just seeing people fighting and it just looks like a mismanaged or poorly ran company.
And a lot of people feel Jack Perry should have been fired with Punk. I disagree with that. I see it.
No.
I see it on the Facebook, on the Twitter or the X. I see
Oh, I'm
it.
not calling you a liar. I'm just saying, me personally, I'm not really sure how to feel. I would personally probably say no, just for the sake of it being his first time versus it being Punk's fucking eighth billionth time.
Jack Perry didn't go after Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Jack Perry, but I mean, he didn't go. And again, I'll say this again. I'm not sticking up for either of them. Jack Perry shouldn't have said what he said. CM Punk should have taken care of it another time, but he chose to take care of it right then and there. And he chose to use his fists to do that. I'm sorry. I know that may sound like I'm defending Jack Perry, but it's not really what I'm doing. Like I said, I thought he was just as look. No one came out looking good there, Smart. They both came out looking like fucking children
Hmm.
who can't fucking control their emotions. So I don't know. I just don't think Jack Perry should have been fired. One more time, Jack Perry did not fucking go after or grab Tony Khan. I'm going to say that might have been one of the factors that got CM Punk fired.
Probably.
Besides Bryan Danielson, that factor.
Old Narc Daniels.
Old snitches get stitches, Danielson.
Did you see he put out a tweet on, I think it was like Friday or whatever, that was telling people to watch Collision, and if they didn't watch Collision, he was going to fine them all.
Yeah, I love it, man. That's one good thing about AEW. They do let their wrestlers troll the fucking audience.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty hardcore too. That was good. That was good. He'll fine everybody. And then and the fucking dirt sheets ran with it. They ran with it like, oh, Danielson threatens to fucking fine everybody. I go, come on. Stephen Butler said, I'm glad Punk used his fist to settle it. I bet he was sick of this shit. As for Jack, bring Jack back, put him on a short lease. If he screws up again, show him the door. I agree with that, but CM Punk is supposed to be the grizzled veteran here. And I don't, this is business. This isn't personal. He was in his gear. This is his job. Business is business. I don't think you should have used fists. I personally don't. I get a lot of people are like, fucking Perry deserved to get a fucking slap or two. Maybe later, outside, that happens, but not right there in the back, right after, in the heat of the moment, right before a huge match for CM Punk. No. Wrong place, wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time. Listen, if they had taken this after the show and they were still pissed off enough to fight, I would not be saying this. I would be like, hey, let them fucking duke it out backstage. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, if it was just that one incident, I think it would be different. It's just a matter of it just being there's so many incidents like almost consecutively that it's just like there's more of just the straw breaking the camel's back than it was. Because I'm with you, honestly, but it's just it's I don't know if I could say unfortunately that that's all perspective, but it's a different time. Or at least AEW is running things differently where you can't just fight people backstage. Like I personally that wouldn't bother me, but they're running things differently there.
Listen, if this was the age we could get away with that shit, I might not be saying this, but you can't anymore. You can't. It hits the fucking dirt sheets. It makes the company look bad. It makes everybody look bad. Shitty situation, man. It is. It was a shitty situation. Worked out great for Punk so far.
Yeah.
It's working out good for Punk. Punk got his name back and my God. See? We all knew he was a mole put in to try to destroy AEW. If I hear that again, I'm gonna punch someone.
You saw my 40-minute YouTube video, did you?
Oh, is that what that was?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I spent about 7 minutes of that talking about the meal delivery service that's sponsoring me. But other than that, I had some really sound logic as to why Punk was a mole the entire time.
Oh, we got some meals to talk about in a couple minutes here, Smart. Don't you worry.
Mm-hmm.
You like wings?
Yeah, well, kind of.
Well, trust me, we got more. We got more than wings, Smart. Don't you even worry, sir. Anywho. All right, folks. You ready? One more here.
Let's do it.
We got another one here. Folks, Matt Riddle and Dolph Ziggler. have been announced for Adrenaline Championship Wrestling. I don't know really where that is, but it's on February 4th, 2024. Now, what I don't see here is the word match or wrestling. I see meet former WWE star Matt Riddle, meet Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler. I do not see the word wrestle. I don't see they're having a match, so I don't know if I would dig too far into this yet. This could just be a meet and greet.
Mhm.
It could be. So, but yeah, this is MCW Pro Wrestling's and Adrenaline Championship Wrestling. So it's MCW Fan Jam 2, which does that sound like a wrestling event or does that sound like a con, like a convention?
Kind of sounds a bit more like a con. I wonder if you could be able to attend it if you haven't seen Fan Jam 1, if you would just be out of the loop with what's going on with that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, can you jump right into the second one? I would think so. I would think
Mm.
they'll take whatever money they can get. That's what I would think. But yeah, there you go, folks. There you go. All right.
Oh, speaking of independent scenes, have you seen the video that was like kind of making the rounds on Twitter of like Alberto Del Rio was at an indie event like not too long ago, and there was like 20 people in the crowd, and like nobody gave a shit that he was there, even like amongst the 20 people that were in the crowd.
In the high school gym.
Yeah, it literally was a straight up high school gym.
Yeah. Listen, I don't like the guy, but let's. I don't think it's. I don't think we need to fucking kick him when he's down, do we? I think the guy's a fucking trash, garbage human being, but pay your dues again, work your way back up, and see what happens. But I mean, I don't know. I I almost feel bad for to trash. Like I almost feel too bad to trash the guy.
Eh,
I, like I said, I think the guy's a fucking garbage human being. But anyway,
I think he might still work for AAA too, so it's not like it's the end of the world for him, but yeah, you kind of reap what you sow sometimes.
yeah, that does happen every now and then. 100%, that does happen. You do. So I don't know. Like I said, maybe he
I
can.
get, I'm not sticking up for him just for the sake of it. Seems like every time I try to stick up for somebody, they just keep making shit worse, and it just makes me look worse for sticking up for. Because for a while there, I was like, well, what did Velveteen Dream do really? And then it just kept getting worse, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, and I think you stuck up for that low key guy once. Was it low?
That I won't take blame for.
Was it low
I
key?
continually stick up for Leo Rush, but that's just because I
Leo
think it's
Rush.
funny to
That's who it
upset
is.
you.
Oh, it's just to upset me. Leo, hush, hush. No reason to talk about him.
Mhm.
No reason. No reason. Now, folks, right before Smart jumped on, I was just mentioning to you guys that we all know about right about 3 months ago there were some releases in WWE. There were some releases a week or two ago. It was mostly inside employees, but all those people that were released are about to be ready to be released from their non compete. So there are going to be a lot. I would say after the new year, I would say there is going to be a lot of people that we're going to see back in on the indies. Try and maybe might even see a couple in AEW and Impact. But right around the week of December 21st, those released will be officially free agents. So, 7 more days, folks. One more week. And all those people that were let go are going to be able to be back out there again. That means we got, let's see, Mustafa Ali. Aaliyah, Shelton Benjamin. I still can't believe they couldn't find a place for a Shelton Benjamin. Rick Boogs, Emma, Dana Brooke, Dabo Kato, Elias, Quincy Elliott, Mace Mansour, Riddick Moss, Matt Riddle, Shanky, Top Dollar, and Dolph Ziggler. So there you go. With a lot of people obviously thinking Dolph Ziggler is kind of one of the higher wanted guys here on that list. I would definitely agree with that. I would figure Matt Riddle would be up there on that list of people wanting him too. We just talked about them. Shelton Benjamin, I could definitely see being high on that list of people wanting to bring him in. Rick Boogs, what did he really do? He screamed for Nakamura. Emma, whew, hot. Dana Brooke, same thing. Dabakato, stupid name.
Well, Dana Brooke has sort of found a new career path for herself, so she's gonna.
I believe she's going the OnlyFans way too.
Yeah, she's pretty much doing the same thing. It's like Mandy Rose and what's her name? Fucking, I completely forgot her name. I know her actual name.
Paige Van Zandt?
No. Fucking Soldier Girl that Sergeant Slaughter had on that.
Oh, yeah. Lacey.
Lacey Evans. There we go.
Lacey
Yes,
Evans.
thank you.
Macy Estrella.
Australia. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Hey, you know what I say? Add a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Add a girl. Elias might be I'll tell you the truth. Elias might not be a bad pickup for an AEW or even an Impact. I know sending people to Impact sometimes is like sending them to the fucking like death row. But Elias would be good for a company.
Yeah, I think he would.
Very talented, multi-talented. Quincy Elliott, I didn't know much about him. Mason Mansour, I got a feeling you're going to see those guys together as a tag team somewhere, honestly. And I mean, Riddick Moss, Shanky, Top Dollar. You guys want me to say here? What do you want me to say?
Not so fast. I think I got an idea for Top Dollar.
Oh, Flop Dollar.
Right.
Tell me what it is.
All right, so Top Dollar obviously he needs a job. AEW is not doing much with Keith Lee. Do you see where I'm going with this?
I think I do now.
We're gonna reboot Men on a Mission.
I think I like it.
Top Dollar, Keith Lee, Mo and Mabel. I don't know who's gonna be Oscar. I haven't thought that far ahead yet, but we've got something here.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll see what Willie Mack's doing.
Ooh, that's a good one.
See what I'm talking about? I don't know about you, Smart, but I got the Woo energy still up here. We're good. We're trying to get some of that Woo money. And folks, if you thought that this man could not push anything else with the Woo on it, I'm here to prove you wrong. That's right, folks. We got Woo Wings. Woo Wings. Woo Wings. Okay? These are, I'm going to read this for you audio listeners. This is what it says right here I'm on the webpage. And it says, one of the greatest wrestlers in history, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, infuses his signature woo into crowd-pleasing wings. Nate has wrapped his brand around this delivery-first menu, which features the only chicken wings worthy of carrying the name of the 16-time heavyweight champion and 2-time Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer. Spark, I got a question.
Sure.
How the fuck do you infuse woo into fucking chicken wings?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily tantalized by the prospect of eating Ric Flair's special sauce.
I have not mentioned the delicious sauces it comes with yet, Smark.
Bourbon, like not even bourbon barbecue, just straight up. It just tastes like bourbon.
It's just bourbon. It's not even barbecue sauce. So what this looks
Yeah,
like. What?
that's what happens. It's like instead of giving you like a sauce packet, they just give you like a shot glass of like bourbon that you just drizzle on the wings themselves
Yeah,
after you cook them.
yeah. This looks like a ghost kitchen, folks. Basically, a lot of people are starting to do this. You don't order wings. This is not a restaurant. They sent a few restaurants in your area boxes. You give them your wings, whatever flavor you order here, and that's basically it. Now, we got to go over the flavors, folks, and I'm going to pull up the full menu for you because that's the kind of guy I am. Are you ready, folks? We got this one right
Let's
here. We're going to start left. We've got the styling and profiling. All right. Now, I can't see what that says. Those are buffalo wings. All right. Those are buffalo wings. Can you guys see that? Let me see here. All right. When I do that, you can see it too. Rolex wearing. These look like some breaded garlic parmesan wings. I like garlic parmesan wings.
Okay.
All right, now we got diamond ring wearing, Smark, right here. See this? The old sandwich here looks like a grilled chicken sandwich. Oh, it is a fried chicken sando.
Okay, so they've already exhausted the theme because item number two was Rolex wearing. Item number three is
Mm.
diamond ring wearing. This is
Oh,
fucking. It's redundant.
oh, wait. I'm not done. I'm not done here, Smark.
Oh, sure, of course not.
Oh no, we have the kiss stealing. Those are some boneless lemon pepper wings. And if you have the kiss stealing, you got to have the wheel and deal. And those are boneless garlic parmesan wings. And it looks like that might be right now the whole menu. I'm clicking menu.
So they missed out on the opportunity for honey barbecue harassment
Oh,
sauce.
wait. We got to get you the classic wings, Mark. You just said it. We've got the buffalo wings. You get 10 classic wings tossed in buffalo sauce, served with a side of blue cheese dressing. And you know, I got to tell you, the fact that they're using blue cheese instead of ranch, I applaud that. Because people
Hmm.
bring you fucking ranch with wings. No, no, no. I'm not eating fucking a chicken ranch barbecue here. Get the fuck away from me. Give me blue cheese.
I do like blue cheese. I just try my best not to necessarily think about blue cheese as a concept while I eat it.
No, don't. Don't. Don't.
Yes.
Don't. Don't. We got barbecue wings, folks. You got that in of course, he tosses those in the barbecue sauce and you get the blue cheese. Then you got the habanero wings. We got 10 wings in a habanero hot sauce with paprika, cayenne pepper, and garlic. Little blue cheese on those. You got the garlic parmesan wings. You got the lemon pepper wings. Now we got the boneless wings, the buffalo, the habanero, the same ones. And that's it. Oh, I'm sorry. We got French fries and veggie sides, folks. That's right. French fries. Let's see. Classic potatoes. Cut fresh. Tossed in salt and seasoning. And then the veggies. Looks like you get some celery and carrots. Not going to lie. I like some celery with my wings, especially if they're hot.
Hmm.
So let's see. Let's look at the locations real quick, folks. This is why I like doing this browser sharing thing. Locations are pulling up. Boy, the fact that this website is working so wonderfully is just really cool. All right. They are in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Of
Huntsville.
course.
Huntsville. Now, you see what it is, folks? These are just restaurants. These are just restaurants here. All these are just some restaurants. You order the wings. They go, okay, these are our blah, blah, and that's what you get. So here we go. They're in Alabama, Arizona, California. They have a lot in California. They have 1, 2, 5 in California. Connecticut, Florida, of course, Georgia, Illinois, a lot in Illinois, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, 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 North Carolina, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Texas, all in San Antonio, Texas, all in San Antonio, all over the place in San Antonio. and Norfolk, Virginia.
There you go.
There you go. Now, Smark, I know you want to check out the merch.
Of course.
Oh, we're going.
Now the big question is, do they deliver in time for Christmas?
Oh, who knows? Wait a minute here. What's going on? I don't see any merch. I don't think we have merch yet, folks. I don't think we have merch yet. But there you go. We've got the Woo Wings. We know all about that. I'm going to click merch one more time. Make sure it just didn't load right. Oh, we got merch.
Yep.
Wait a minute. We went to boxofgimmicks.com. Which,
So this is another Conrad scam, isn't it?
this just probably is. We do have some ornaments, though. We've got some, let's see, cartoon dog and casino. We've got cartoon Foley. Why does cartoon Foley look like fucking Conrad? I think they just up shop Woo Wings merchandise. Woo Wings merchandise. Oh, here we go, folks. We've got the classic Woo Wings T-shirt right here, $24.99. You can get it in black. You can get it in this teal gray. Yep, your woman wants one. Red. I got red for you. That's right. I got red. You want blue? I got blue. What do you want? What do you want? You want white? You want yellow? I got fucking yellow. That's right. I got every fucking thing you need up to 6XL, folks.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Two people can wear that shirt. You guys can just go out together in your Woo Wing shirts.
two children trying to look like an adult.
Do you need a mug, folks? Only holds 11 ounces, so I hope you like a little. Oh, look at this. Like, you need to see all sides of a fucking coffee mug. Okay, it's a coffee mug. We know what a coffee mug looks like. Anyway, Woo Wings coffee mug, folks. $9.99. Not bad. Not bad. Probably plastic. We got the Woo Wings trucker cap because Smark. Why? I mean, because why not, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
All right.
trucker caps have to make a comeback at some point, right?
Absolutely. There we go, folks. You can see it from the side there. See how it's got the plastic mesh in it. Yep. See it from the back, got the plastic mesh. Then right here, you got your driver. You got your truck driver. Right there. Look at that smile. Look how happy. You know why? You know why he's happy? Because his head can breathe in that hat. That's why.
That's right.
Uh-huh. That's the only reason he's happy. If he had on a regular baseball hat, his head couldn't breathe. He'd be very upset and not smiling in that picture, folks. I don't know if you know that or not. Then, of course, we got the men's hoodie. Come on, bring it. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is nice right there. That is nice. That is nice. Up to 5XL on the hoodies, folks. So you 6XL people, you're fucked on this one. We've got the blue. We've got the red.
Can't think of a sadder existence than somebody going to the gym, changing their diet plan so they can fit into a Woo Wings hoodie.
Just got to get down one size from 6 to 5.
Like, they just have a picture of the fucking Woo Wings hoodie like taped to a bench press machine somewhere, and they're just with like hashtag goals written on it.
Not gonna lie, I like the gray hoodie. I really.
Why would somebody buy this?
I don't know,
like,
but
I'm sure there's plenty of just standard Ric Flair merchandise that you could buy. Who would buy? It's not even a real like restaurant. Like, it's not even like I'm okay. Like a Margaritaville, I get it. It's not my thing, but I get why you would buy a Margaritaville T-shirt. But like you said, this is a fucking ghost kitchen.
It's basically what I believe it is and what it's looking like it is. It is. It's not a real kitchen. It's not a real restaurant. You're using other people's services. Look, man, it's fun. I like the gray. I like the black too. Actually, the black looks really, really good.
I might devolved because at first the plan was to make fun of this, and now you're like, you know what? I'll buy one. Fucking.
I may. I think I got $75 in Venmo.
You throw your Woo Wings hoodie over your Hulk Hogan Pasta Mania tank top and just head on out and towel.
Oh shit! I mean, look. I tried, but that looks like all the Woo Wings merchandise we've got here, folks. So
for now,
For now, you just wait. But yeah, so if you guys want some Woo wings and you're in the any of the areas I mentioned, call, get some. They're I don't they're gonna taste the exact same they did from the place you were just ordered them from. But hey, who am I? Who am I? Who am I to tell you anything else? Comes in a cool box. Look, you get the Woo. Wait a minute. Did he just pop up in the bottom like I think he did?
Oh, just like Rey Mysterio, I just shot up right to the screen.
Did you see that? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that one more time. Let's see if that happens. No, let me go to the home. There we go. Why are they so small?
Because I can't see through the clear glasses.
I have like a half a shot. All right. Woo! That's what that needed. Little infusion of woo.
Mm-hmm.
Is that real?
It's
Yes.
kind of real. Remember the ghost kitchens I told you about? This is a ghost kitchen.
Well, now I feel like you got to bring the merch back up.
Do I? Oh, babe. Oh, she left. Check out this hoodie. I gotta do it one more time. I've got to see him pop back up. Whoa, there's Flair. Why do I find that so fucking hilarious?
Don't know.
I don't
but it is
either.
infectious.
One more time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there he goes.
It's just like giving me vibes of like the Simpsons episode where like Homer starts his own website and it's just like 8 gifs of like the dancing baby Jesus.
All right, folks. I'm gonna take it off the screen now. So, folks, you can get Woo energy. You can get your Woo weed, and once you've got your energy, you get your weed. You get your Woo wings, and folks, you are Woo to the max.
Your heart fucking explodes.
Oh man, yeah, you have a fucking heart attack. The weed will help. Don't worry about it, folks. Don't worry.
Your arteries file for bankruptcy.
The weed's gonna help. Don't worry about it. All right. Don't worry about it. Holy fuck, dude! I knew
I
you.
want to see what this person looks like that is doing this. They have the Ric Flair Woo wings. They have the fucking Ric Flair weed, and then they're drinking the delicious Ric Flair energy beverage.
Ooh, I don't know, man. But I knew you'd like that. That just sort of popped up today, and I'm like, the question my wife just asked is what I asked. Is this real? So
It's real.
of course I jumped on Google.
I mean, this kind of begs the question of like, who in the wrestling world, like whose restaurant would you want to go to? Like, obviously, Bill the Butcher's got his own thing. He might still have it. I don't know if he does or doesn't. We always love talking about fucking Scott Steiner Shoney's.
Right.
That's a thing.
Right.
But outside of those two gentlemen, like, whose name could you throw on a restaurant that you would actually just want to go visit?
I think Austin probably could.
Okay.
Bar and grill, that'd be an Austin thing. I think you could get Taker to do one at this point. Now you could, because he's more humanized, obviously. He's badass, And I really think, I mean, you got The Rock that you would definitely, that would be, it'd be like remember, what was it? Planet Hollywood. That's about what you would get.
Well, they
The
did
Rock.
WWE New York, too.
They did, and that fucking bombed. But
yeah, it was just surprising.
I mean, I'll tell you the truth. I see some other old wrestlers, old wrestlers. You guys know what I mean. Doing this, doing exactly what Ric Flair is doing. I see some more going with this guy, with more talent.
I want to see like just like a straight up just wrestling themed restaurant, like not one specific wrestler, but you just make it wrestling themed, just for the sake of I want to see a low key kids menu.
I want to. It's everything.
That's the only idea that came into my head. Yeah,
it's everything he eats. I want to see a comeback of an old '80s restaurant, and I want to see Sergeant Slaughter's Sizzler. Sergeant Slaughter's Sizzler. Steakhouse.
There's just a picture of Lacey Evans' face with like a line drawn through it, taped to every fucking server station.
Oh, yeah, that's been on the barbecue. Each one been on the grill.
Like, she's not allowed here. Do not allow this woman in.
Oh, hope she comes in showing her fucking tits.
That would get customers.
Goddamn right it would. She has, I believe she opened a little coffee shop type place.
Okay.
Lacey. I don't think she's only got the OnlyFans going. I believe she has like a coffee shop type place going also.
Mm.
So she's got one. A lot of the women, I believe, could probably do something like that and do very well.
Yeah, probably.
Mickey James could open a country bar.
Well, for a while there, Victoria had her own thing. I think it was like a pizza place.
Mm-hmm. Might still.
ODB, I think, had like a food truck, maybe? I could be misremembering that, but I think that's what was going on.
That was doing well. It burnt down, and I believe she got another truck. I believe a lot of people chipped in and got her another truck. Because a lot of people said her food was fucking amazing.
I believe that.
She looks like she can cook. Among other things. I found her oddly hot. I've said that more than once.
So you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, if I actually have to give an earnest question or an earnest answer to this question that I posed, Kong. Awesome Kong.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what she would cook, but I feel like anything that if she handed me a McRib, I feel like it would be the best fucking thing I've eaten in my life. Even if she didn't make it, if she just handed it to me.
You're going to fucking say it is either way.
I'm not getting my ass kicked. Fuck that.
You're going to say it is either way. I guarantee. Oh, shit. All right. Let's see something. All right. Let's get into this. Spark, for some reason, WrestleNomics thought that the wrestling community with their tribalism wasn't divided enough.
Uh-oh.
So WrestleNomics devised a study revealing the average income and education levels of pro wrestling fans who watch weekly wrestling TV shows.
That's not nice.
Folks, I really went back and forth whether to read this or not, but I want you to...
Why does Impact being at the bottom make me laugh?
Totally makes... I'm sorry, folks. This is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever fucking seen. This is just absolutely fucking ridiculous. And I want you to hear how stupid this is. So they've got AEW Dynamite. Those are the rich fans. Yeah, because by the looks of those crowds, those are the people that have fucking jobs. Right. Okay.
Just monocles and Moxley t-shirts just strewn all about.
$61,500. Now, this is, again, the median incomes found per show viewership. I'm already calling bullshit on that one. We can see their crowds. AEW Rampage, $59,700 a year. Raw comes in with $54,300. That's the median income. Collision, oh, we're getting dumber. $51,200. NXT, there's some broke bitches coming up now. $48,900 a year. And SmackDown, because, you know, if you're home on a Friday, $47,900. Wow. Women of Wrestling, $42,800. I'm still going with those people who don't have many jobs either. But anyway, New Japan. If you watch that, you got $41,700 a year. And as Mark said, Impact. If you watch Impact, you are only making $37,600 per year.
The bright side is that you're making more than any of the employees for Impact Wrestling.
That's true. That is true. That is true. Very, 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 very true. I I'm disagreeing with Dynamite. I see their crowd. They don't look like they have jobs. They look like they don't even want jobs. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So
It is weird that they have divided it per show and not per company, and it is also a missed opportunity that the New Japan crowd was not like also broken into how much that would be in yen.
oh god. That would have made it much
Mm-hmm.
better. Okay, you ready?
Let's do it.
Now let's try to get some intelligence for some of those shows. Here is the percentage of college educated viewers for each show. Because, this is real easy to fucking do. I hate this. Okay, so Rampage, 25% college graduates. They are the top. Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
Rampage.
The thinking man's wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Dynamite, 24%. Collision is also 24%. So all three of the AEW shows tied for percentage of college educated viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, we see these crowds. Now you got Raw, 20% college educated. NXT 19 and SmackDown with a low 18%. So
Mm-hmm.
again, we see the fact that we see the WWE crowds. Older people taking kids. Just unbelievable. I just don't see why you would do something like this. So then literally, let's just scroll down a little bit here. So, here you go. No real surprise on education levels. I'd like to see a subset of data. Fans in the South. I'm from Tennessee compared to other areas. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why? Everyone do your part and throw some change to the impact, folks, as you walk by. Times are tough. So now we're going to use these shows to say everyone that watches Impact is broke. Everyone. Yep. And the AEW Dynamite fans, they are rich. They are out there hustling and making money. Is that because the AEW Dynamite fans mostly have OnlyFans? Possibly.
Mm-hmm. It's a company-wide fan base of crypto bros.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't believe this. With the amount of money WWE brings in on merch alone, to me, would make this article seem like this study seem like bullshit. If you understand where I'm going with that.
I honestly have a lot of questions about this. So first off, why? Like, what does this accomplish? What was the point of this? The second question, I guess, would be like, how do you even come up with this information? Like, how do you compile this data? How is this made available to you? How do you formulate any of it? I don't understand this.
Oh well,
I guess that's because I'm an Impact fan.
well, there you go. I mean, that you're not going to see how they got this. I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says this is the average income. But of what? Did you do a poll? Exactly, smart. How did they do a poll?
Right.
I mean, no one asked me what I make a year.
Right. Well, that's the thing is like I've made the mistake of falling down the rabbit hole of watching like bodybuilding like YouTube videos, like the fitness influencers, and every one of them cites studies. So I've come to realize that studies are the most fucking useless thing in the world because they can be terribly vague, and like if you look far enough, you can find any study that would verify whatever type of bullshit that you want to spew. So it's just like studies don't necessarily mean anything. It's just because you can skew it to like kind of produce the results that you want to produce.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I asked 100 people that had on red shirts and blue shoes if they like the color blue.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I found out that 60% do. There you go. There's your stats, folks. What do you think? I don't know. I think this article is stupid. It's just another reason for wrestling fans to tear down other wrestling fans.
Hmm.
It's just another fucking reason to do it. So now, literally, right in this fucking thread, you had already you got the calling the Impact fans broke. So WWE's geared toward children. It makes sense. They don't have the income. I'm sorry, kids aren't paying for the merchandise. The parents are.
Broke ass kids.
Yeah, broke ass fucking kids. Go get some fucking jobs. You fucking 9-year
Mhm.
old.
Yeah, back in my day, I would fucking shovel snow all day to buy my Roman Reigns t-shirt.
Jeez. Fucking
Mhm.
stupid shit. Anyway, enough with that. I just thought that was ridiculous when I saw that. I'm like, do we even talk about it? Is it even worth talking about? I guess it was for a minute there. Well, speaking of bitterness, Smark, speaking of being bitter, we're going to talk about Mark Briscoe. So, WWE put out a tweet, or Fox actually put out a tweet, calling a couple guys dem boys. Mark Briscoe did not like this very much because obviously Mark Briscoe and his brother, dem boys, hashtag, they have the shirt on, hashtag dem boys. Now, WWE did spell it with a Z, as they usually do, because, you know, you put a Z on it, it just becomes totally cool.
Mm-hmm.
So WWE, though, put out a tweet. It was Bobby Lashley. It was a December 8th episode of SmackDown. Lashley defeated Karrion Kross after the bell. Lashley celebrated his win, posed with the Street Profits. There was a picture that said Dem Boys. Here it is right here, folks. You can see it right there. Again, with a Z. And Mark Briscoe was not too happy about it. He said, "For real? This shit is hilarious. Triple H, whoever runs this Twitter should probably be fired for lack of knowledge, or they need the taste slapped out of their mouth for lack of reverence." Don't the Dallas Cowboys call themselves Dem Boys too?
Not really. I don't think.
I hear it here. It's all over the place here.
I mean, possibly. I don't. I didn't really think about it. But I mean, it in the wrestling context, I can get it. Especially, I kind of like with him specifically. Like, there's got to be a little bit of animosity with him towards them because like they basically told them that they weren't going to hire them because they were fucking ugly. So it's like I don't necessarily blame him for having an axe to grind with that company. And I mean, they did, again, in the wrestling context of things, work really hard to make that part of their brand, I guess if you want to put it that way.
Yeah. Now you got me thinking that Dem Boys is just a Texas thing, but I hear it on the radio. I hear it. I see it. I see it in bars. I see it on signs, on billboards.
I mean, you could be right. I could be wrong on this one. I don't spend a lot of time thinking about the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, no,
to be honest.
I'm just saying, how about Dem Boys, Cow Boys? See, Dirk's got it.
Well, how about them Cowboys?
Well,
Because Jerry Jones would say that a lot. Like,
well,
how about them Cowboys? So it's like kind of, but it's a little bit different.
you sound a little like Conrad when you said that. Don't do that again.
Oh no! All right, I mean that's a quick and easy way to get me to agree with what you're saying. You're right. Like that trick of like how if you like look at somebody's ear or something when you're talking to them, it makes them like scratch their nose or some dumb bullshit like that. It's probably not true, but it's like you just did that. You just used like some weird mental like judo on me. It's like I don't know, Smike. You sounded a bit like Conrad. It's like, oh, okay, you're right.
Well, Maria Kanellis jumped in. Sorry, Smart. Maria Kanellis jumped in and she said, "So disrespectful and tone deaf, as Mark and Jay were the only Dem Boys." So she jumped in. So he wasn't that happy about it. I don't think Triple H really gives a fuck. But then I guess Mark Briscoe got a little hate for what he was saying. And here I'm going to the full post for you guys here. And he had come back and said, "Oh yeah, that's why I quit posting on Twitter, LOL. Just logged back on. Wow, some of y'all are wild, LOL. I just missed my brother, that's all. And I got a little in my feelings when I seen the Fox post. Triple H, you ain't got to fire nobody. Times is tough. Love y'all. Take it light, people. Hashtag them boys forever." There you go. Yeah, I guess he got a little, as usual, everyone gave him shit for saying something. So, anyway, that was an interesting one. Let's move on. What do you say?
Sounds good.
All right. Only got 2 left here, Smart. And then we'll just wrap it up, I guess. So, we go here, and last week we were talking again. This goes back to the AEW conversation we were having, and even had a little bit of tonight on the problems they've been having, the frustrations with some of the people airing it live, airing it on podcast, airing it on Twitter or X, just airing it somewhere. Well, Matt Hardy was one of them that aired some of the grievances. His brother Jeff also aired some grievances too on the same podcast. But basically, Matt and Jeff Hardy basically wanted to say that they were not bullshitting. They were being 100% honest about their frustrations. Let me get this screen a little bigger for you guys here so you can follow along. Matt Hardy said on his podcast, The Extreme Life of Matt Hardy, that was real. Genuine Matt Hardy, he said. That was real. Authentic Jeff Hardy, speaking from the heart, speaking very honestly, speaking very truthfully. He continued, creatively, just the way we've been utilized, like the last 4 months. It's been very frustrating. We've been very, very patient, but there has been a lot of frustration with the things we've done and how we've been utilized in some ways. Now, that's almost what he said the week before when we talked about it. But, I mean, again, I guess we got to go back and say one more time, Jeff's lucky to have a job.
A little bit.
Jeff's lucky to have a job. And again, we said last week, if Tony Khan is a little apprehensive about pushing these guys, I get it. I get it. So I really waited the fuck out. I really feel they should just wait this one the fuck out. I get it. They're frustrated. You can do more. Well, maybe Jeff needs to prove himself a little more. 4 months isn't that long of a time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that long. Don't you die on me, Smart.
Well,
don't you die on me.
Indeed. Yes. I'm getting all choked up over here. This is something I'm obviously very passionate about. But the problem is can he even travel like internationally? Because I think for a while there that they weren't using them when they went to Canada because Jeff Hardy couldn't cross the border. So like if you have a company that's running internationally a lot, like they seem to be doing recently and they seem to be wanting to do in the future, that sort of hurts what you can do because you don't want to put like a big title on them or whatever if you can't use them in like overseas.
Yeah. All right. Do I have to? Let's see. Dirk sent me a little YouTube clip here. Let's see if it proves or disproves something for me. It's 1:21. Shit.
The expert who said the
Hold on.
What the fuck?
Hold on. It's supposed to be something about the Cowboys, but all right, that's just too that's hard on my ears. I'm sorry, folks. Whew. How about them Cowboys?
The new Toby Keith is a real banger, let me tell you.
Holy shit, my ears are fucking. I think I blew out my ears. They're bleeding. No, they're not bleeding. Okay. So, all right. Again, Matt Hardy. Dude, do what you got to do. But I really feel that Jeff's lucky to have a job, and let Tony Khan fucking get his bearings back with that shit. I don't know what else to say on that. But anyway.
Like even well, real quick, like even just outside of just the
Mhm.
idea of like Jeff has had his personal problems, the in-ring stuff isn't what it used to be either. Like I mean, obviously the poor guy like wreaks some real fucking havoc on his body, doing all the stuff that he's done. But it's just like nowadays, it just like we've talked about it before. There's been a couple of matches where they had in Dynamite where just like Jeff just looks slow, and like he fucked up a couple of things, and like it kind of it stands to reason, you know, like we were saying, he's taken a lot of toll on his body over the years,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he kind of the fucking the steam's coming off the fastball a little bit.
Yeah, he's put a lot of he's punched a lot of holes in his bump card, if you will. And he's done them for some stupid fucking reasons, for some stupid crowds, like the we always talk about the stupid fall off the gate, off the cage, in TNA when he did that. Fell off because he couldn't travel overseas. He did that. Remember, he fell off the. You know what he did? He fell off the cage door into the onto the steel steps. That's what he did. So yeah. But yeah, you're right. The in-ring work is definitely not good, and there are videos out there of Jeff completely fucking up, looking blown up after a couple of minutes, and like I said, my God, Tony Khan's actually being a boss here. Being apprehensive about letting the guy back out there, on TV. Let him start back low again and build themselves back up. Give it some time.
Right.
Then start bitching.
Exactly.
So, all right. Speaking of bitching, we got Tony Khan to talk about. We know he's bitching. Always bitching. But he had a few things to say about the media rights negotiations for AEW ROH and his relationship with Warner Brothers. This was during the Final Battle media call a couple days ago. And he was asked to comment on where ROH stands with AEW's main broadcast partner, Warner Brothers Discovery, specifically asked to discuss whether WBD views ROH as a viable property as part of a bundle for a potential deal with AEW's media rights. And this was a hat tip to Jeremy Lambert of Fightful for that transcription. This is what he says here. Tony Khan said, we've had really good talks with Warner Brothers Discovery. Had a great visit with them today, and we have a really exciting relationship that has grown a lot over the years and has expanded for AEW. Khan said, Ring of Honor is still a third party in the relationship and is a company putting on really exciting wrestling and is peripheral to the conversation right now. It offers a lot of value to AEW and to a media company. He does say there is a lot of interest in ROH and some of the most exciting wrestling and stories and some of the best events in ROH history are happening right now. But, and he kind of babbles on here a little bit. This is a little weird because, Spark, I don't know if you've seen the dirt sheets today, but a lot of them saying that Warner Brothers is definitely one of these places that is looking at WWE, at Raw. And people are automatically speculating that's going to put AEW on a Discovery Channel instead.
Dynamite on Animal Planet.
There you go. Destination. That was Impact, if you remember. So, I don't know. It's just weird how this story keeps coming out. Tony Khan's relationship with Warner Brothers, this WWE thing keeps coming out. Their relationship with Warner Brothers, I almost feel like both companies are playing both sides against Warner Brothers. Not meaning to, not in a, conspiring way, but it's almost like they're just playing off of each other, and Warner Brothers is just there getting their strings pulled.
Or is it like the other way around? Is like Warner Brothers has like 2 dates to the prom now, and they're trying to figure out a way to make it work.
Yeah,
Classic sitcom.
Warner could be cock teasing both of them and seeing which one they can get it from. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Like you said, that just came out today about the whole, they're eyeing potentially getting the Raw deal going. But so it's right now, it's too early to say anything really definitive about what that could mean and whether or not it's actually going to happen and that kind of shit. But I mean, to some degree, I don't think really too much can be read into this because it's a like you said, it's a media call. So like, of course, he's going to say, "Oh, everything's great." He's not going to be like, "We are fucking hemorrhaging money. This TV deal is about to blow up in our face. We're going to be on fucking Bounce Net. We're going to be on fucking Me TV." It's like this is it's the end times. So like, obviously, he's going to say good things, but like, the truth will come out one way or the other, whether it's good or bad, relatively soon.
Yeah, it will, and we will find out. But I think that they're going to be okay with their deal. Really, AEW.
I think so too.
I think they're going to be just fine. So, I guess, like you just said, we'll see down the road. This did just come out today, so we don't have many things to really get into here. And really, as we transfer into AEW Dynamite, winter is coming. Honestly, not a whole shitload to get into. It really was just a lot of matches. Continental Classic, like we had 4 Continental Classic matches last night. So the show mainly was just match after match after match with 2 little segments. And awful, I said at the beginning of the show before you jumped on, an awful segment with Ricky Starks, Big Bill, Jericho, and Omega. Embarrassing.
Can we just get to that now then? Because I mean,
Sure.
You're bringing it up. Like,
Absolutely.
I am so delighted because I was watching this independent, and I wish there was some way that we could like do like a fucking like those how they have like on like a Maury or something, or like Jerry Springer, where it's like the other person is like in an isolated sound booth and they can't hear what's going on. Because I was watching this before the show, and like from start to finish, like once it ended, I was like there's a fucking clip from The Simpsons, like Krusty the Clown. And he's just like, "What the hell was that?" Just fucking looking, fucking Befused. But like, I can't believe, like, I watched that at the end, and I was like, "How do you have a segment with 2.5 good talkers?" I'm saying 2.5 just for the sake of it's holiday season, so I'll let Omega and Bill like share a half of a good talker credential. Jericho's a good talker. I love Starks. Starks is great. Like, I think he has a bright future ahead of him. That segment was god fucking awful.
Yes.
Like, it was the most unfunny insults is being lobbed. Like, the crowd wasn't responding to it either. Like, they tried to get chants going and a little bit, but like, it was just, oh my god.
This was like 2 college kids arguing with their dads.
Mm-hmm.
It was not good at all. Like you said, the lame fucking insults. Amazing assholes. There's a good name for him. Is that what he said? Amazing assholes or something? I mean, and they even bleeped assholes. I mean, this was so bad. But I mean, Starks just, he looks like he's, I don't know why, but he looks like he's either balding or aging quickly. Something's happening with over there. The glasses do him no favors. Looks like
Yes,
he's
for some reason he decided to dress like a villain in a Hallmark movie. Like
yes.
he's the guy who the girlfriend dumps for like the local kid that she went to high school with that's got his act together now and is a good guy.
Actually, with the little high neck shirt and the gold chain, it looks like dude. This looks like every fucking guy in the club in the '90s,
Uh-huh.
glasses included. Where's his fucking pinky ring? And he belongs in fucking South Beach.
That's it.
This is the guy that drives the fucking Ford fucking F-150 that tails me,
Mhm.
and Big Bill's in the fucking Dodge Ram behind him, tailing him.
Yeah, somehow Big Bill was the best part of like was the best talker in this, and I don't think he said anything.
Well, see exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Like he addition by subtraction. Like the fact that he didn't talk means that he has like plausible deniability that he was actually ever even in this segment.
Yeah. Hey, at least he can say, I didn't fuck this segment up.
No, he was the best part of the segment, and he didn't talk.
Don't fucking blame me. I didn't say a goddamn word. Fuck you all. But yeah, this was
They kept mentioning Enzo too, and he was probably just like, you know what, those were better times.
yeah, the weird Enzo fucking references by Jericho, like, and the crowd was actually popping for him.
Well, yeah.
It's
I mean,
like
fuck,
you're not doing your. This is not what the intention is.
Yes, oddly enough, the most over person from that segment was Enzo.
Right. Exactly. Jesus fucking Christ. But this, I mean, this is bad, but obviously, the Golden Jets, Ricky Starks and Big Bill, they will be on World's End fighting for the tag team titles. I don't care. No one cares.
Terrible.
Terrible.
It was the worst. Like I don't understand because Jericho's good, Starks is good.
Well,
it was terrible.
Why don't we stick with terrible? Why don't we stick with terrible?
Mm-hmm.
Because we actually went from a terrible segment to this Ricky Starks Big Bill segment. Right before that segment, we go backstage. Renee Young, she's with the Von Erichs. They're in Dallas. It's a big moment. It's great. Renee Young is there, which makes it always even better.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Von Erich loves AEW. And then next thing you know, you get Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, and Danhausen. Danhausen always gets that goddamn huge fucking pop, dude. Always. Crowd fucking loves this guy. Crowd loves this guy. But anyway, they go up, and Orange Cassidy is just like, hey, y'all want to tag on a match? And then Danhausen and Trent are like, hey, we're right here, man. And he's like, yeah, but we're in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Which they're really in Arlington. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So that's it. They have a match on Rampage with the Von Erichs. Is this how you introduce the fucking Von Erichs? Is this in Dallas?
Well, I mean, if it's going to be on Rampage, I think we're not smart enough to understand why this is happening. Because as we've established, only the Harvard graduates watch Rampage.
Well, I forgot about that. The rich Harvard graduates. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's who's watching Rampage. Yeah, exactly. I thought this was kind of embarrassing for the Von Erichs to just be dragged here for a stupid segment to get a fucking stupid match on fucking stupid Rampage.
Yeah, they didn't even really talk about the movie, did they?
See, they didn't talk about it, and I heard a couple of reviews today on the drive, and a lot of people said they didn't even get a mention or a commercial. I was watching, as usual, on the TBS app. I got an Iron Claw commercial. I'm wondering if on Fightful, or what is it now, Triller, they weren't able to show that commercial for some reason. They may not have paid for that commercial.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they're on your show. Like, you could, like, take a second of your time out to be. They fucking. I mean, I understand this is part of, like, the whole Warner Brothers Discovery thing, but they ran, like, a fucking 3-minute long trailer for, like, fucking Thor: Wrath of the Gods or some bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they've had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre match. Like, you could have fucking just completely eliminated that god awful fucking Starks Jericho promo, and you could have just, I don't know, had one of the Von Erichs just like read a fucking Time magazine, and it would have been a better use allocation of your time. Like, they could have done something to help. Be like, hey, they have a movie coming out. Maybe check it out. Like, they didn't even do that much.
Yeah, like I said, I got the commercial for the movie, but I'm getting the vibe that not everyone did. But I got the commercial for the movie, and a lot of people were watching on television. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's I don't know. I got an Iron Claw commercial because I made my wife stop talking so I could hear it because I wanted to watch it.
I mean, I'll watch the movie.
Yeah, comes out December 22nd, folks.
I didn't think it was like necessarily a bad segment, though. I didn't think it made the Von Erichs look bad. I thought, if anything, it made, like you were saying, Orange Cassidy's partners look bad because it's like, well, I don't want to tag with you fuckers. I want to tag with the Von Erichs.
Not in Dallas. I'll tag with y'all anywhere else but Dallas.
Oh, man. I hope when they go to Atlanta, he fucking tags with Michael Hayes.
Oh, he has to. Doot.
I unironically want to see that. Just fucking Michael Hayes singing fucking Bad Street with Orange Cassidy in tow.
That would be cool. That would be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's Tarantino back to the beginning real quick. We really don't need to spend a lot of time on this show, guys. Like I said, it was mostly matches. We did start off though with Samoa Joe out in the ring. We're seeing what happened to MJF last week, where he was laid out before the match they were supposed to have with the Devil's bitches, whatever. And he started talking about the beer bottle, and he noticed it was the same type of beer bottle that a certain cowboy drinks. He said he smelt what was the line? The smell of Stetson and disappointment. Disappointment. Stetson and disappointment in the air. And when he went to go look for this certain cowboy he was missing, brought out Hangman Page. So now we got Joe and Page face to face. I thought it was pretty good until Roderick Strong and Kingdom came out. And again, you've got Roderick Strong putting into everyone's mind MJF is the real devil. I still say it's not. Mm-hmm. And Hangman Page, absolutely, I see no reason for it to be. I think that they're doing this to kind of make him like the fall guy if anything goes down. So that's what I think's going on here. But this was a pretty good way to start the show. Joe can always come out there and talk. So, I'm never worried about that. Hangman's been showing a little bit more fire in his promos lately, and I'm kind of liking it. And I love that he just, turned around and knocked out Roderick Strong before their match. That's what I would fucking do.
No, I know I'm not going to be able to sell you on him being a good character or anything like that, but I did laugh at Roderick Strong calling him Samoa as though that was his first name. Like, that part did get me. I'm not going to lie.
Wait, you're telling me that's not his first name?
Well, I haven't seen his ID. I haven't seen his birth certificate. That's what we need to see.
I'm confused here. He has two names, Samoa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right there with him.
That could be
Samoa Joe. I'm there. Well, Continental Classic match, folks. We started out. We got one match with this was a Blue League match with Andrade and Brody King. Wow. How can you not keep on? They better. I got a feeling Andrade wants to get the fuck out of there. Tony Khan better fucking open his checkbook for that motherfucker and say, look, we fucked up. We'll push you.
I think that's the start of what they're doing. And I think it's too little too late. Like, I
Uh-huh.
honestly don't know shit in terms of inside, but if we're just talking about predictions, I think Daddy is gone. But I think they're trying their best to just be like, well, what can we do to keep you? And it's like, well, if you would have started fucking thinking that way when I got here, we wouldn't be in this predicament in the first place. Because, like you said, like he's got all the fucking talent in the world.
Mm-hmm.
He can perform in ring. He's a fucking great in ring competitor, and now they're actually starting to push him. You know, they showed him getting the win over Danielson from Collision, and he won obviously this week or last night. So they're trying to make amends with him. They're trying to make good, but it's like, why didn't you do this sooner? He's been the same person that he's always been. He's had that talent from the fucking minute he walked into the company. Like, why and how did you not capitalize on that?
Because he got mad at Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, but even then, that was kind of a long time into his run in the company.
Yeah.
Because like when he first came in, it was he was being managed by Vicky Guerrero, and then
Yep.
that went nowhere. And then it went from Vicky Guerrero to Jose, and then that went nowhere. And then it just became like on running. And I think he got like involved with like the Matt Hardy family,
The Hardy
or
family
Matt Hardy
office.
box office, or whatever the fuck they were calling him at
Yes,
that point.
the Hardy family
So it was
box
just like you
office.
just kept giving him dumb idea after dumb idea after dumb idea. And like right now, I mean, I don't really know because I don't watch Collision on a regular basis, but whatever they've got going on with him and CJ Perry seems like it's the best thing that they've had for him, and that's really not saying much though.
Yeah, this whole CJ Perry thing they got going, where he's her client. She's just trying to make Miro jealous. But
I feel bad for him too, because for whatever reason, just every company he goes to, they just seem dead set at making an angle where Miro gets cut.
Miro
Like,
gets
why?
cut. Absolutely. But hey, he's agreeing to do it, so hey, fuck it.
Maybe
Fuck it.
that's secretly his like kink. It's like they don't. He doesn't actually want to do it, but he just wants to play around with the idea.
Maybe he likes playing around, does he? But anyway, great match. Andrade ended up beating Brody King in that match. Great fucking match. Really good. Really good. Then we had Ruby Soho versus Riho. Folks, I'm a Ruby Soho fan. I didn't think Ruby needed to lose this match. I understand they're trying to build Riho back up, but unnecessary.
I would agree with that.
Do
like
not.
you said, they are trying to build Riho back up, but like, why? And like, I get the idea of like, well, wasn't she? I think she was like the first women's champion that they had,
Yeah.
but it's like, maybe don't circle back around and draw attention to the fact that like at one point your women's division was fucking awful and kind of still is. Like you're working your way out of that doldrum. Like maybe not. You're like reminiscing to a period of time that wasn't good in the first place.
Very true. True. And really the best part of this match was Tony Storm on commentary making faces.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best part of this match. Christopher Kane, what's going on, man? He's saying the women championship match confused him last week. Sorry about that. And he found out something this week. Trick Williams in NXT was trained by DJ Hyde and CZW.
The old CZW Wrestling Factory? Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
No, that was the Chikara. No, I don't remember what the CZW was called.
Anyway, quit treating Ruby like this, you motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Need I say any more? No, I do not.
I could be pulling things out of my ass here, but to circle back to the Trick Williams thing, I think at one point, what's his name? I really wish I wouldn't have went down this wormhole because I remember Tremont. I think Tremont was the coach there for a minute for CZW. He has his own school now, that like H2O. I think he's a part of.
That's the one.
And I think at one point he was doing stuff for CZW, their trainees. So like, if that's who trained him, I wouldn't be terribly surprised because he's a decent wrestler, Tremont.
Yeah, really nice guy too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and Shaheen talked to him a few times. Really good guy. That's probably who did. So okay, so we get the video package, Wardlow, blah blah blah. Who gives a fuck? Then we get Roosh versus Jay Lethal in another great match. Christopher Kane wants to know real quick before we get too far. I think Ruby Soho will leave AEW. No, because WWE.
Nah.
Nope, not the. Nope. Look at who WWE wants out there now. Blonde, big boobs, brunette, big boobs. Ruby, I don't think she wants the fake tits, and I don't think she wants the. She's not those girls, and they've already got
Yeah.
Shotzi. They've got Shotzi.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, I mean, you're playing a guessing game, but like, I don't know if there's necessarily anything that indicates that Triple H would be huge on her. I don't know how he feels about her, so like nobody really knows other than him. But like, I don't think she even really cares about how she's being used because when she was there in WWE, she put up with a lot of like dumb shit and poor booking decisions and all that kind of stuff. And like she would have stayed there and continually taken that, presumably, had they not fired her. So it doesn't seem like she really cares all that much about her like sort of location or like how she's being treated, whether or not she's winning and losing, the creative direction, whatever. Because like if she leaves there, where does she go? Because she's not gonna go. I don't think she would go to somewhere like Stardom because
No.
she has like a farm and she has to like tend to that and shit. So she being international, I don't think that would work. And like she's not gonna go to Impact, I don't think.
She
Maybe
does?
who knows? Or TNA, I guess. But
She has a
I
farm.
don't think WWE wants her. So what do you do?
She has a farm.
Yeah, she has a farm.
Really?
hmm
Makes her even hotter.
I think she posted a little bit of that on the Instagram.
See, I always thought she was hot. Now I think she's even hotter. Wow. Anyway, yeah, I don't see her going anywhere. I mean, look, at least she's getting TV time. Wasn't getting that much in WWE, so if she was being embarrassed. So, listen, she lost the match. She didn't have to go out there and get humiliated, at least. But we had Roosh against Jay Lethal in another Continental Classic match, which was a very good match. Gonna say kind of an unpopular opinion here. I'm not the biggest fan of Roosh. He's fine in the ring. I've got no issues with that. I have one problem with what he does.
What's that?
He tries to be this "you can't knock me down, I'm too tough for you" guy. And he doesn't look like one. They hit him, he just kind of bounces back, and he's like, "No, do it again." And they hit him again, and he bounces back. Doesn't look like that kind of guy to me. That's the only thing that he does that irks me.
Is it a height thing?
No. The height, the build, his look, just doesn't look like a guy that hulks up. That makes, I don't know. I might be being way too picky, but that's it. I think the guy's, everything else about the guy is fine. I just don't like that little thing about him.
Well, I mean, just to stay on that for a second. Are you talking about just him being a brawler or him just being made to be a tough guy?
Being made to be the tough guy.
Okay.
I mean, a certain amount of tough is fine. A chop back and forth is, a different thing. But when someone flat out just punches him and he just bounces back and then comes towards him, and he just doesn't have that look to me.
Okay.
Again,
I'm not like the world's biggest Rouge fan, so I'm not going to sit here and defend the band's honor. I was just trying to see what it was. That was like the crux of your point of like your problem with them.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's a minor problem. That's really it, though. In another great Continental Classic match, Jay White, Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe's got nothing in this fucking tournament, but goddamn, he's got fucking damn good matches going on. So that's about it. But mathematically, he can't win this tournament at all. But right after that, this match here, we get the last Continental Classic match with Jon Moxley and Swerve Strickland. Holy fuck, another good match. They really did have some good matches on AEW last night. They really did. So it was a good night, but Moxley and Swerve has been must-see Wednesday night TV for the past couple months now, so nothing's changed there.
Yeah.
But Moxley did take the win, and I love how he just kind of took the win, strolled out of the ring, walked away. Man, they really hate that guy Moxley online, don't they?
Mm.
Wow, I didn't realize it. Man, they're starting to really hate that guy. But that puts Moxley ahead. There it is right there, folks. John Moxley with 12. Swerve with 9. They were at 9-9 until that win. Roosh coming up with 6. And you got Jay White there with 9 also, so don't forget about that. Been a good tournament so far, and we still got plenty left.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said before, I'll keep banging that drum. The tournament itself, it provides good matches, so it's like it's entertaining at the very least, but just the idea of another fucking belt, my God. But other than that, like the tournament itself is good. And it's kind of doing a good job of like just sort of killing time, I guess, until you get into next year, just something to do.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's kind of what he's doing. So, but yeah, that was a good match. And then we get into the last little segment there, Smark, which was the, we talked a little bit about this already at the beginning of the show. In the overrun, we had a decent overrun last night. Paige gets attacked by the devil and a bunch of his followers on the car windshield, on the real glass. Smart.
Real glass.
On the real glass. So there it is, folks. That was AEW. Thought it was a good show last night. Thought it moved very quickly.
I think next week what they need to do is they just need to have like the MJF cronies or the devil mask guys, whatever they're calling them. I don't know if they're really calling them anything. Just have them jump Jericho and Omega and Big Bill and Starks just as a way to atone for what happened on Wednesday.
That's a great idea.
Like they come out for like a contract signing in advance to their match at the pay-per-view, and then the lights just go out. They just jump them before any of them can talk again. And it gets a big pop.
I'd like to see Joe just come out with a fucking dick on his face and a sword and fucking slice them all up. But anyway.
Wow, that would actually be pretty neat if you could have Joe just like behead people.
See,
would that be a tease to like Drew McIntyre coming in because he's
no.
using a sword like Drew used a sword?
That's where my HBO. See, this is where my HBO idea comes in, Smark. See what I mean? This is where you go. You can get fucking nasty with some shit. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, if we're doing the HBO tie-in, we could do like maybe a cat house thing where you have a couple of the women on the roster, like they're hookers now. I mean, you could just whoever you want it to be. Like, leave Toni Storm out of this because I like her gimmick. But
yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing it. But you know, I mean, you said that they need to find out something to do with Ruby. That's an idea. You know, a couple other people. Sky Blue's not doing much right now. Fuck it, why not?
Listen, if I want to see hookers, all I got to do is drive out of work. They are all over. They are running up to your car as you're trying to make a fucking right turn. Oh, no.
You know, I got to imagine, this is actually, we were talking about wrestling economics. This is the economics that I actually am curious about. It's like, what has the economical impact been on, like, quote unquote, working girls now that you have the OnlyFans and all the e-girls and all that kind of shit?
I don't know, but they are on a very busy road, and they are all look very busy themselves all the time. Dude, they're out there at fucking, I get to work at like 7:50. They're out there. I leave at lunch. There's some out there. I leave at 5. They're all out there. All of them. And I mean, there's like 20 or 30 of them. They're right outside of an adult DVD vape shop. Adult DVD / vape shop.
Oh man, they got all your interests covered. Huh?
I've never gone to it. Those girls they're all over you when you make that fucking turn. I got my windows up, my doors locked, and my gun in my hand.
Well, there you have it. I didn't mean you specifically, but I mean, I'm just saying they cover all bases at that store.
That they definitely do. But no, I'm off of a road. I'm off a road called Harry Hines Boulevard. It's a lot of Middle Eastern, a lot of Vietnamese, a lot of Asian, Korean places, and they're mostly wholesale places. I mean, you can get
Wholesale indeed.
wholesale, not wholesale.
No,
Although
I just
you
meant
can get
whole, but then
both.
you leave out the W.
You can get both down there on Harry Hines, wholesale and wholesale.
They're, they're selling holes aplenty, is what I'm saying.
Oh, plenty.
Mhm.
But yeah, but you can get like they have perfume stores down there. You can you get the discount perfume, purses, luggage, bags, a lot of plastic bags and stuff down there. Because a lot of the plastic bags go through the Vietnamese who sell to the Vietnamese restaurants in that area. So it's just kind of how it works.
So you meant literal plastic bags?
Really? Yeah, literally. Like the
I thought
thing.
you were talking about like fake product purses and shit
No,
like that.
I mean,
like talking about like actual bags.
No, like to go, like the to-go bags that you would get the little thank you all over T-shirt bags. Those bags.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it goes there, but you can. It's mainly known for that, but there are hookers everywhere. Hookers and homeless people, all over. I don't care.
Interesting.
I those hookers work hard. I have zero issues with prostitution. I really do. I does not bother me.
I see. I support small business owners.
It's two adults. One pays for a service. Listen, you go to McDonald's, you pay for a service. You pay, you get your food. You go there, you pay, you get some other kind of.
You get your food.
You get a different kind of food.
Mm-hmm.
I
Crabs.
would not recommend eating any of those. Any of those. But I don't know, man. What bothered me is about 3 weeks ago, I'm driving back from lunch and I'm with my dad in the car. And we look over, there are two that were probably way too young to be out there. They looked no more than 14 or 15. I'm not lying. I haven't seen them again, but they looked like they were 14 or 15 years old. And it's just, I just, God damn, I can't believe this. But the cops will go through there at lunch, get the girls out of there. You come back from lunch, they're back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a weird situation, man, but it's a cool place to work. Especially, I mean, for my vape shit, it's really good because those the actual vape shops down there are mostly wholesale. Some are wholesale retail. So I get all my stuff for like half the price. A lot of the people that I would buy from here buy it down there.
I see.
So I get it for half the price, plus I save myself a trip. Cool little area, which I am not going to be having to go down to much more.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, January 1st, I go to outside sales again. Back to some freedom. Happy days, happy days. So, gonna be nice. Gonna be nice, man. So, all right. I got nothing else. Unless you want to talk more hookers and handbags.
I mean, who doesn't? But I'm sure that we could spread that out throughout the next couple of weeks.
Sure. More hookers and handbags next week, folks. Absolutely. So, all right. On that note, thank you, chat room, for coming in. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for joining. Smark, I know there's somewhere else they can find you.
Absolutely, yes. Mondays, 8:30 p.m. on the old YouTube's Totally Inappropriate Team Sports Tits, if you will, is the podcast that I am on sometimes. I have not been on the last 2 weeks, so I'm plugging a show that I have been on recently, but I will be on this coming Monday, I promise. So go ahead and check us out. We talk the NFL, NHL, we talk UFC. There's a UFC event coming up this Saturday, so we talked about that. And it's a good time, so get some tits in your life.
All right. Everybody could use some tits, hookers, and handbags in their life, folks.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I got a place you can get all three.
That's it.
All right. So on that note, folks, once again, thank you very much for listening. And we will be back here. We'll be back. Wait a minute. What's next week? Next week will be the 20th.
Next week is not Christmas week.
No, it's not. All right. We'll definitely be back here. We might take off the next week. I might take 1 week off for Christmas, then come back strong for on the 4th. So yeah, we'll be here next week on the 21st, folks. We will see you then, and have a great evening and